Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Sharvich from TG.net and today we'll be starting a new video series called Tech News. As the name implies, I'm going to be telling you some tech news, some recent stuff that has been coming out, new releases, hot releases. So let's roll the intro and get into it. So our first tech news for today is that Apple is going to use ARM processors instead of the traditional laptop processors in its MacBook computers. Apple unveiled their first MacBook that will have ARM processors instead of traditional laptop processors, which were basically Intel processors up to this point. They unveiled these at 21st June on its online WWDC event 2020. The first ARM Mac is likely to be a 13-inch MacBook Pro in Q4 2020 or Q1 2021. The form factor is believed to be similar to the current model. Production of the Intel version will reportedly stop once the ARM model is introduced, though there is no word on whether the same will be true for the iMac. The last new Intel-based Mac ever will be a brand new iMac design with a thin bezels and a 24-inch display. This iMac is said to be planned for a release in Q3 2020, but an ARM version will follow it in Q1 2021. Next up, we have big news from Xiaomi. Xiaomi's Redmi 8 smartphone series reaches 19 million units shipped. Xiaomi announced a major milestone for its Redmi 8 series smartphones, which has now 19 million shipments globally. The 8 series accomplished this in less than a year thanks to 4 devices in the series total. The first member to arrive was the Redmi 8A back in September of last year. After that came the vanilla Redmi 8, followed by the 8A Dual, the 8A Pro from earlier this year. The new figures solidify the Redmi 8 series among the best in entry level segment. Known for the competitive prices and decent specs, the Redmi 8 models prove a real winner for Xiaomi. Next up, we have news from LG. LG unveiled a new smartphone called the Velvet. It's been on the back foot in the smartphone market for a few years, but the company's attempt to fight back starts here. The Korean manufacturer launched the LG Velvet, a mid-ranger to focus on design, 5G support, and the unique dual-screen attachment. The device is already selling in Europe for $650, but the package includes goodies worth $400 on their own, so it looks like a proper deal. COVID-19 to shut down Apple factories once again. Apple said on Friday that it is temporarily shutting down some stores in Florida, Arizona, South Carolina, and North Carolina in the United States as the novel coronavirus disease continue to rise in the country. Shares of the company, which said the closure would affect 11 stores in these states, were down 0.5%. Apple had planned to reopen about 100 US stores, mostly with curbside pickup but some walk-in service, in late May as lockdown restrictions begin to ease. However, cases in US have been steadily rising with over 20 lakh people infected and at least 1,18,000 people dead. In a letter to Apple customers in May, Deirdre O'Brien, Apple's retail chief, had said the company would look at data on a local stat basis and that reclosing were a possibility based on the data. We have more news from Apple. Apple is in a bad shape apparently. Apple will walk into its annual development conferencing facing one of the biggest backlashes from its giant community of creators since the App Store started almost 12 years ago. The third-party developers fuel a service business that generated more than $46 billion, roughly 3.49 lakh crores, for Apple in its last fiscal year, almost 18% of the iPhone maker's total revenue. For some of the group's anger was sparked by the rejection of this week's popular email app and comes as Apple needs to sell developers on building apps for the company's latest platforms, including a wholesale shift of the underpinnings of the Mac. Hanging over the worldwide development conference, which begins on Monday, is the recent announcement of the European regulators of an investigation that could fundamentally change the way Apple and developers make money from the App Store. On the bright side though, we have good news. The government is considering a cut in the license fee applicable for fixed line broadband services in India. According to a media report, the change could reduce the cost of household broadband services in the country and help service providers widen the coverage at lower costs. As per the report, a new proposal will reduce the license fee on the adjusted gross revenue (AGR) earned by broadband companies for providing internet connectivity to households in the country. A direct benefit for the service providers. The country has over 1.98 crore fixed line broadband subscribers as per the latest data provided by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. As per the proposed plan, as reported by Bloomberg, the license fee on the AGR earned by broadband companies from households will be dropped to ₹1 a year. The estimated license fee for the fixed line broadband services calculated at a rate of 8% is currently about ₹880 crores a year, making this a huge change. The proposal in question is yet to receive the cabinet's approval, though it is said to have reached relevant ministries to get the reviews on the cut. The report, citing people familiar with the development, said that there wouldn't be any changes for the services provided to commercial users. Reportedly, the proposed changes would bring a loss of ₹592.7 crores to the government, but at the same time would result in a 10% growth in revenues of broadband companies providing the services to households. Back to the bad news though. TikTok will not be banned, unfortunately. The government on Friday refuted a viral message claiming that the Ministry of Electronics and IT had put restrictions on several Chinese applications in India. The message has been doing rounds of the internet, claiming the National Informatics Center that comes under the MeitY has asked Apple and Google to restrict Chinese origin apps on Google Play Store and App Store with immediate effect. The alleged list of Chinese origin app in the viral fake message includes TikToks, Clash of Clans, Game of Sultans, Vigo Video, and much more. In a tweet, the Government's Press Information Bureau (PIB) fact-checked the viral message and dubbed it fake, saying that the message was not issued by the NIC. The viral message shared by PIB fact-check highlights that the NIC has issued an order instructing the restriction of 14 apps provided by Chinese companies on Google Play Store and Apple's App Store. The message claims that the government has directed the regional executives of Google and Apple to restrict the apps as they put users' privacy at risk and compromise the sovereignty of the country. The list includes apps such as LiveMe, Vigo Live Video, Vigo Video, Beauty Plus, Cam Scanner, Clash of Kings, Mobile Legends, Club Factory, Shine, Romway, AppLock, VMate, and Game of Sultan. It is also claimed that the government has asked Apple and Google to restrict TikTok from their particular app store. So that wraps it up for today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We have more videos on the way. See you in the next one. Peace out.